Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from St. Cloud Racecourse here on Saturday. It is the 1st of April 2023. Gonna look at the stakes races on the program from St. Cloud, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the stakes action from St. Cloud races 2 and 6. The featured second race, it's a local prep race for the Prix de Diane or the French Oaks. The second race, it's the Group 3 PRIX Penelope or PRIX Penelope Stakes. It's a Group 3 event going for an $85,000 purse. Race for 3-year-old fillies. 8 horses are going 2,000 meters or a mile and a quarter on the turf course. I'm going to take the 6 horse Be Happy as a top selection. Let's go 6-1 in your forecast exacta. 6-1 forecast exacta. Top selection 6 horse Be Happy. 3-year-old filly by Camelot. The Coolmore Group owns this one. Ain't O'Brien trains. Ryan Moore gets the mount. Very interesting that Ryan Moore is riding in Paris today instead of at Doncaster, where I would have put money on that he would have been. But you know, he's riding here for O'Brien as number one rider, trainer. Most recently, they ran the horse at the Curragh on the 8th of October last season. Soft ground, 1 mile in the Group 3 Staffordton Stud Stakes. He finished 5th by 3 3/4 lengths there, and he just needed that extra turn of foot. He got him down the race course well. You know, I didn't think it was a half bad race. He's coming here today, getting the extra 2 furlongs to get a good trip, settling well from the inside, and I think going to the mile and a quarter, he should win. 2 back on debut on the 7th of September, Cork, soft ground, 1 mile on main race, and the horse went by 1.5 lengths that day, and he sat back early. He slowly moved his way up. When he got to the front end, he quickened up a lot to get the victory. An all-around good race. Coming to a longer trip here today shouldn't be a problem. I think this horse is loaded. I'm going to use him. The 1 horse Pense de Jour, I think, is your second likeliest winner for Andre Farb. Won here in his local debut, locally, 9th of March over the mile and a quarter. Heavy ground that listed 6, winning by more than a half a dozen. This horse took off clear. Very good race there. Prior to that, on debut at Shunty on the Polytrack, mile and 8th in a conditions race, the horse won by 4. Again, a very easy run. Going to be facing some tougher horses here today, but that last 2 runs, they never really got to the bottom of the horse. They could find it today, but, you know, 1 to 2, I'm going to use this horse on the multi-race ticket also. But to recount my selection for the second from St. Cloud, it's the Group 3 PRIX Penelope. Let's take the 6 horse Be Happy. Give kudos to the 1 horse Pense de Jour. 6-1 forecast exacta. Use them both in the multi-race. Let's head over to race number 6 now, which is the co-feature. It's the Group 3 PRIX EDMOND BLANC Stakes. It's a Group 3 event for Class 1 horses going for an $85,000 purse. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards. 8 horses are going 1,600 meters or a mile on the turf course. My top selection, I'm going to go with the 4 horse Tribalist as a top selection. Let's go 4-3 in your forecast exacta. 4-3 forecast exacta. Top selection 4 horse Tribalist. 4-year-old colt by Farrar. Godolphin Doe, Andre Farb trains. Miguel Barcelona gets the mount. Horse hasn't been seen since the 22nd of October. That came locally here at St. Cloud over the mile. Heavy ground in the Group 3 Pre-Perth Stakes, and the horse finished 2nd by 1/4 lengths. Had a little bit of a wide trip, which cost him. He couldn't get the good turn of foot late. His wheels were spinning on the very heavy ground. He ran his heart out, but, you know, Facta Cheval, who's run back this one, had the better trip. Refreshing here. Horse runs well off the bench. I think he get the other side of Facta Chazelle today, and I think this horse could win. 2 back in a listed stakes here at St. Cloud. 7 furlongs, 30th of September. First off the 7-week refreshing. The horse won by nose. It was wide throughout. Had to be used a lot to get to the front end late, but he got the job done. A very good race there. And then the 4th of October at Deauville. 4th of August at Deauville. 1 mile in listed stakes. He finished 3rd by 2.5 lengths that day. He improved off the race before, which was the Parisian Prat. But he still needed something there, a little bit flat in that run. And then before then, the Parisian Prat, he finished 8th by 7 lengths. Wasn't keeping up with those horses. Before then, the Prix-Paul Boussac at Shunty on Prix de Diane Day, he ran a disappointing 2nd where he just wasn't getting going. He ran decently, but he still needed something more there late. And then the French 2,000 Guineas, he finished 3rd by 2 lengths. Modern Games freak that day. This horse just wasn't getting to him. Refreshing here at 5-1. I think this horse has a strong chance of winning. It wouldn't surprise me if the 3 horse Angel Blue wins for Ralph Beckett and Ryan Moore. Has most recently ran in the Lady Wolferna at Wolverhampton over the 7 furlongs in March, where he finished 2nd by 1/4 lengths, just a little bit wide, and he just needed the race there first start back from June. Second off, he should be a lot fresher, and he is a course and distance winner, winning here as a 2-year-old in the Pre-Criterium in October 2021, and winning by a head. He had to be used a lot that day, but he got the job done. It's actually a dual Group 1 winner in France as a 2-year-old. Won the Prix Jean-Luc Lagardière before that, very nicely by 3/4 length on very demanding ground. As a 3-year-old last year, you know, he was just not really running. His best race was the 3rd in the Greenham Stakes. After that,
ran horribly in the St. James Palace where he's drawn stupidly wide, and then in the Sussex Stakes he just never really had the good trip. Refreshing here, second off the bench against lesser quality horses, about to Saint-Cloud. I could give this horse a massive shot, 7-1. Definitely using your multi-race wagers, but to recount my selection for the 6 from Saint-Cloud, it's a Group 3 Prix EDMOND BLANC. Let's take the 4-horse Tribal List, give kudos to the 3-horse Angel Blue, 4-3 Forecast Exacta, use them both in the multi-race. So good luck to all, please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck everybody.